I think.
It says we're live.
But can you pull up the Twitch page?
Sure.
Because I don't... Did you enter the stream key?
I think so. Let's see.
So you log into my account?
Well, let's just check.
Oh.
Hey, it's us.
You...
Look, see, there we are.
Okay, so it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, but
It says we're attacking the dust bunnies.
I'm gonna go change that in
Sure,
my
go
office
for it.
real quick. Or actually, I could do it right here, can't I? Because
Yeah.
it's my account. No, wait, I needed that.
Oh, you needed it?
I needed that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, and then we're gonna have to like, I would like to see stream chat somehow if that's possible, so that.
Yeah, we can bring that up.
Uh-oh, can you log me back in?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. It's trying to log in as you, and you can't change the thing that says, "Oh, we're looking at EVs." I don't think birds count as EVs. They don't even have a.
We have ads on your thing.
Twitch enforces that. I cannot do anything
So
about
sad.
that. It's awful.
That's why we have it. That's why we should get. Hey, no, I'm not talking about that. Shh. So let's see. I'm a boomer. Where am I going here? Oh, right. We're looking for the thing.
I need to log into my Twitch account because right now it says EVs. And also, if we could set it up so I can see chat over here at some point.
Yep, we will do that. And we're not streaming this, I don't think.
It shouldn't.
Okay. Okay, we do that. And then I think it's supposed to bring these.
Okay. And then use the code on my phone. I think there's somebody here too.
Oh, cool.
But
hello, person.
Hi. 1 second. We're doing some technical testing. Do you have the thing? Okay. All right. I think we're almost there. Did our music stop?
It did stop. Look at that.
Whoa, it's confused. It doesn't know what to do.
It's all confused.
Okay, hang on. All right, let me fix this real quick.
Oh, yeah. We're doing it live.
Well, you know, I'm not going to complain, but sometimes just being able to like check something before we push the go button.
No, but you know, sometimes you just got to push the button.
Sometimes it's helpful to be able to like to update stuff before you push the button. Oh my gosh.
Where's the fun in that?
Is your internet like freaking out now? Look
Could
at
be.
this. Uh-oh.
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 Wow. Nothing like uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about this. Okay, so we're not playing Pokemon. Sorry. Yeah, 1 second.
Just chat?
Yeah, just chatting.
They should have a birds category.
Well, they should.
Oh,
It's
it's
your-
it's yeah, I've
It's
got
your blockers. I'm like, why
Yeah.
can I not get a bird emoji?
There you go.
Oh my goodness. All right, hang on. All right, let me put some bird emojis in here. And this is going to be our very first Birbology 101 class.
Love it.
Birbology 101 class.
I love
How about
it.
that? Class intro. There, that's adorable.
Are we going to have to go around in a circle and be like, hi, my name is this. My hobbies are this.
You're the professor. Do you make your kids do that?
No. That was my least favorite thing in school. So I was like, I'm never doing this.
Good. I'm glad you don't do that.
No.
Okay, hang on. I got to figure out how do we pop out chat here. Apologies, guys. Hang on 1 second. We wanted to hang out with you guys while looking at our bird pictures. And let's see. I'm trying really hard. Okay, yeah, okay, that's good. But then my beloved husband pushed the button.
Chaos.
Pushed the
Pure
button
chaos.
before I finished helping with setting stuff up.
This is behind the scenes.
Yeah, we'll try Streamlabs next time because it has chat like to the right over here.
Okay. We can pop chat off and just leave
Well,
it.
but how do you do this? Oh, that's easy.
See, there you go.
Okay.
And then we can. Here, I got it.
Okay, you got it.
Uh-huh.
We're on Chips' computer.
Yeah,
so
we're on my computer. We're over here in my zone over here.
Your zone.
Yeah, I'll see. So what I can do is I'll put chat like
Over there?
this.
There, that's what
How's
we
that
want.
look?
And then we can close
this.
those, and you can close
this.
that now. You might want to. Do you want to refresh the music because it just
it
killed
dime?
over dead,
Rip.
and it's really
Rip.
nice like chill Zelda music.
Yeah.
So-
it's mute. There we go. Refresh.
Refresh.
and it's going to work.
Come to life. I think.
Yeah, it'll work or it won't.
Yeah, it worked.
There we
Yeah,
go.
it worked. Okay, now we need chat back because they're probably like, what is happening?
What in the world?
Hi, Second Bite. Hi, guys.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. Good morning, Gizmo Chaos. It's very good to see you. It's very chaotic in here. And we won't be able to see the webcam like this, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But hi!
Oh, hi!
Bowling for Otters say they can't believe that they're finally seeing you. This is Chip's Lord of Thunder. I promise it's not just some other strange random man in my house.
I'm the husband that goes to another school.
So this is my husband Chips, and we're really excited because we've been talking about wanting to do just kind of like chill streams where we look at the cool bird pictures that we've been getting. And so this is just kind of a fun little relaxed chatting birds and breakfast thing where we can talk and we're just going to look over some of the bird pictures. It's going to be really chill. So it's meant more like good morning. Hi.
Get your coffee.
Get your coffee.
Get your tea.
I've started drinking coffee. It's an experience, all right. I don't know if I needed to be more hyper.
You're good. I think if you told Seri of maybe 5 years ago that you would be asking me how to make good coffee and tofu, she wouldn't have believed it.
I know. Your taste changes as you get older, I suppose.
Yeah, it's coming for
And
you.
hi, Whimsy. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness. So, and a red-billed robin. Oh, Millie. You're already trying to ID some of the birds. So what I'm going to be doing, I might go get my laptop or something.
Sure.
And pull it up over here so that I can see, like, I can look up birds. But
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's what we're up to, guys.
We're just chilling.
This is the beginning of what we hope to be just a fun, chill, very laid back stream series stuff. Where we'll also be doing some of these like when we're actually outside in the field is our hope.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties notwithstanding, so that we can take you guys out to go see birds in the park or anywhere else we might be traveling, and where we can show off the amazing pictures you've done.
We've done.
We both take really good pictures. I'm so proud of my buffalo head.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those.
So like, well, Chips is great. He's amazing at editing. So amazing.
I'm still learning. I'm sure
okay.
there's I still don't know what I'm really doing, so I'm just kind of like moving
I
sliders
should
around
say,
until they look good.
Chips has a lot of fun playing with the editing. And what I like to do while he edits is I usually am by his side and looking up bird stuff and writing in my joy journal. So that's kind of the pace of what we're going for right now. So yeah, Eric, I am drinking coffee. It turns out I only like really, really light roast that have like a very nice caramel flavor. But I wanted to try it because I wanted to be able to stay awake and be more alert when we're out birding. And we have been birding
A lot.
we were outside for what, like 8 hours yesterday? Looking for birds?
6 or 7?
Six
Something
or
like
seven,
that?
yeah. At least 7 hours, I think. And then last night we stayed at the lake until the sunset, and we actually
man.
we saw like 50 or 60 Canadian geese just come landing in little groups. They made a lot of noise, and so it was really fun, and we were just standing there in the dark, like barely able to see the birds as they're crashing down onto the lake and splashing everywhere and honking at each other. So much honking.
Big honk
Big
energy.
honking. I got some video of the honking, which I guess is just audio of the honking.
It was so cool.
It was so cool. But what was really cool is while we were just standing there, like watching the geese, we got swooped by a blue heron.
He almost hit me in the head with his legs.
So,
and I think I know who it was.
Do we have a picture of a blue heron just to
Sure,
like
we
ID?
can hop to. Yeah.
Let's hop to a picture. So blue herons are huge. They're one of the biggest birds we have in the area. This guy. And so it's like really dark. It's like 7:30. The sun has already set. You can only see things because of the city lights. So this heron didn't see us, I think, and he flew over our heads, and he almost clipped Chips's hair with his feet that he had low to the ground.
And so you can see how they fly. So it's interesting. So with great blue herons like this, sometimes when they're like flying over water, they'll be more horizontal. Right, so they'll have the legs. I wonder if I have a photo of that. I do, but we'll find that
But
later.
when they're lower to the ground and just kind of jumping from place to place, they'll let their legs dangle, and you almost got smacked.
I did. Right, so like as they start taking off and as they're coming in for a landing. So for instance, this guy was coming in to land in the trees over the bridge.
Yeah.
And so then they will make their bodies more vertical to slow down. It creates larger air resistance. And then what happens when they're launching is they don't have enough speed to go fully horizontal, because if they did, they'd
I never thought that birds use physics.
They're magic. They're little magic.
I was just thinking like a muscle movement and stuff like that, and like wait, so you're talking about like how the wings catch the wind in the draft and everything.
Right.
Oh, birds use physics. I see.
It's all math.
And Annie, I hope you have a wonderful time. I really hope that you have a great interview with a zookeeper for class project today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, and Annie, if you're still around or you pop by, what kind of zookeeper? Just like a general zookeeper or like a burb zookeeper? Also cosmic librarian, it's so good. Okay, look, one of the cool things we'll be able to do when you're driving is I can properly write down all the cute things about the people have said in chat in my Joy Journal. So guess what, cosmic librarian? You are one of the first Joy Journal entries in my Joy Journal for the very first Birbology 101 class intro.
It's going in there.
It's good to see you guys.
So what we're doing right now is we're looking at some of our photos. So I've got a very complicated system that pulling things in and out of like, where does this go? Where does this go? But the process of what we're working on right now is we're going through some of our old photos that I've labeled as like keepers.
Yeah, and it's definitely a lot of work with Callie. Callie's in the other room right now.
Yeah, we're trying to get her hooked up so you guys can have a live stream of the squirrel highway.
The squirrels and birds. So we do have our new really nice camera Kaleidoscope that Chips got me as a gift to celebrate 10 years of our Pixel Biology channel, and it has really transformed our lives. But Callie also takes pictures at 30 frames per second. So when you're watching the birds, that means that we come home with 6,000 to 7,000 photos a day. And thankfully, I have an amazing, wonderful husband who enjoys sorting through 7,000 pictures of blurry birds to find the good ones.
It's like a big puzzle, right? So then you put things in the right spot, and that's just so wonderful to be able to just be like, oh.
Hi, Paulo. Hi, Anime.
So this bird in particular, Seri took this photo, and I love this photo. You'll discover, if we continue doing these and you keep watching, you'll discover that we have a great fondness for robins with things in their mouths. One of the very first pictures we took with Callie was a robin with its, I can't remember what kind of berry.
It wasn't this berry, it was one of those holly berries that grow outside my office window. And Annie, I hope you have a wonderful time. I cannot believe that. That's going in my Joy Journal too, because you love Nigel. Like, you have loved Nigel for years. I know about Nigel. I know how much you love the African painted dogs. I'm actually gonna write that down. Nigel at the Denver Zoo.
Do you
Where's
need
Denver? I'm gonna go get my
Colorado.
Joy Journal in a second.
I was gonna say, do you need Pusheen? You show off Pusheen.
This is Chips's Pusheen. She's very good, and she holds so many pens. It is the cutest thing in the world. Why don't I have a Pusheen?
That's a great question.
I need to get a, but then how would we tell them apart?
You could put stickers on it.
Stickers would fall off her fur, but what about I'm like, maybe I could a little hat or something, like stitch a little tiny hat.
That would be adorable.
That would be really cute. I need to decorate. Like, I want a Pusheen, and then I'm gonna put a little hat or something on.
I'd love
a hibiscus. I could make a tiny little felt hibiscus, and I could just put it right there. That would be fun. All right, that's Pusheen.
Yeah,
she holds all of his pens.
So we were.
Oh, Sharon tying a ribbon would be cute too. Sorry to interrupt her.
You're not interrupting. So we were at the lake.
Hi, Frostbox.
And Seri took this photo, and we were watching this robin. This was the same time we saw an enormous woodpecker fight.
Yeah.
It was they were crashing through the trees. And they were actually, we'll see these in a second, but they're
yeah, they were
hairy
fighting.
woodpeckers. They were mad. They were big mad.
I love when woodpeckers get angry because they're very dramatic about it, kind of like a goose or a duck. Some other birds, even the bluebirds, when they're fighting, are kind of subdued. But when a woodpecker is really angry at anything else in the world, especially other woodpeckers, you can hear it in the whole forest. I really like that. Hey, Keen! Oh, welcome to our first stream. It's a very special one, just very chill chatting while we look at bird pictures and talk about wildlife that Chips and I have seen, and just have a great morning together.
That's right.
Oh, T-Chef, it's so good to see you. And actually, that was a really good reminder. I am going to... T-Chef! Oh my gosh! T-Chef! 32 months.
32 months.
Darling, I have to go get we don't have the wingspan cards.
She's gonna run get some cards for us.
Because you have to pull up...
You gotta pull this up. That's right. That's the rule. You're right.
You have to pull up the wingspan cards so people can be cool birds. Are they all in here?
Yeah, they're all in there. So we were watching these hairy woodpeckers as they were having a big fight, and we noticed that there was a robin that was sitting in this beautiful prick in this tree, and we had been watching him sit, but it was really interesting because the woodpeckers would they'd fight at particular spots, but they really liked fighting right in front of this robin.
Yes!
So they would fight over there, and then they would have a little scrap, and then they'd come right to this robin, and the robin would just look at them like, what are you
what
doing?
What do you guys want? Yeah, it was
so...
They had the whole forest, and they'd swing in these huge, figure eights. And then when it was finally time to, duel and clash the beaks, they would land in front of this particular robin, and the robin would just, fluff up and be like, what are you guys doing? But they did that, over a dozen times.
It was intense.
And it was really funny. This picture I love because then the robin almost started eating the berries around it like popcorn. All right, I guess if I'm here for the front row seat for the fight, it just started eating berries. It was cute.
Yeah, it's very maybe we'll call this...
Ziva, hey, it's so good to see you. I hope things are warming up soon for you for spring. Your mountain, just beautiful.
Call this Popcorn Munch.
Oh,
That's the
I didn't
title
think
of this
about
one.
that. People can help us title the pictures.
That's right.
That's adorable.
But we really liked this robin because it seemed like the this berry, because we were watching this robin, and then we were intent because we were oh, he's such a pretty robin. He's by these nice pretty berries. He never grabbed this berry.
No, the berry, I think he was holding it in his mouth the whole time.
No. He's a wizard. He materialized it out of thin air.
Yeah, we were watching that robin, and we went back and looked over the pictures before and after in awe, because the robin never leaned over and plucked that berry from anywhere. It just opened its beak and tossed a berry out of its beak and then ate it again. And I know they have crops and things, but it was the weirdest thing. This is just a magical appearing berry. Also, T-Chef, you are a bullfinch this month, so thank you so much for that. And if I missed anybody else subbing, just let me know. Needless to say, Jack, hi! Hi! Jack, how are you? Are you still in Japan right now? Yeah, that's my husband. I promise it's not some other strange man who is just living in my house. I think I have proof. It's the same person, I promise. Right there. Ah. Oh jeez, why did I do this? Ah. Whoops. Nothing. Here we go. He never needs to know. Oh, Raven, it's so good to see you. How are you doing this month? We're doing really good. It's been, other than the fact I have to have my wisdom teeth removed, my jaw is kind of throbbing right now because, my real name is Sage, as you guys know, and so it's really silly, but I've always prided my wisdom teeth behaving because I'm wise.
Wisdom.
But now they really hurt, and I have to get them removed. So other than that, though, it's been a really great month. We've been doing so much birding. It's been fantastic. And then, ooh.
Can I stand right here?
Yeah. And then, Raven, you are actually a Brahmini kite this month. And I will look up information about those guys while Chips drives. And Jack, Oh, it's so good to see you.
Really
Oh,
bright.
Paramount. Everyone's baffled to see you on stream,
I
darling.
know, it's weird, right?
Cosmic, have I ever told you you have some of the best humor? I always love the like witty things you say, and when I look back over the screenshots I take of chat when we stream, your name just pops up over and over and over again.
Do you want to use my laptop to look stuff up in there?
Yeah, actually. I'll use your laptop because mine, I'm getting a new laptop so that we can record and stream in the field. I'm actually going to get one of my travel mics and I might just play Sims when we're out birding. I'm going to see if I can record actual episodes while we're like at the park because we've been spending like 7 hours a day out now that the weather's getting nicer in North Carolina. And Jack, hi! I know, I need to go into the Discord and ping all the live people. So I'll do that in just a second. I totally forgot anything else I was saying because I got excited.
Oh, you're all good. I'm gonna try to get the camera working.
Okay. I'm gonna put that there. I'll look up some bird facts in just a minute here. And also, Tea Chef told me to get tea. And I'm gonna have your water.
Please do.
I'll start there before I get a second coffee. Bye, Millie. Oh, don't worry. We'll have the live stream archived. Oh, Annie. Wait, so you never grew your wisdom teeth? Now, to be fair, my wisdom teeth didn't come in until I was like 28 and 31. So I thought they were never going to like come in, but then I joked like, oh, finally, I'm wise enough I can have my wisdom teeth. Oh, and Pet Love, oh my gosh. Do you have Wingspan? I'm sorry, I saw your comment earlier and I'm just so excited because I love this guy so much that I forgot to reply. But yes, we have all of the Wingspan expansions, including the new, it's Oceania's the newest one, right?
No, the newest one is
Asia. Yeah, the newest one's Asia. And we have that one as well. They're so much fun. We really love playing it. Oh, Ziva! Georgie. Yeah, you've had your doubts about chips being real, but I've proven you wrong. That's really cute. But yeah, that's what the Birbology things will be. This is our first time doing it, just to chat with you guys and hang out while we look at cool bird pictures we've taken. Let me see what else. Oh, okay. I should clarify cool bird and other wildlife pictures, because we've also taken pictures of squirrels, anoles. We really love anoles. Oh, look at you, you cute thing. And this will be fun because we'll be able to show you guys just how detailed Callie can get.
Oh yeah.
Is she still misbehaving?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh, Lupin, have a good day at work. Oh, Sharon, yeah, I love the Oceania. It's so fun. Let's see. Oh, and don't worry, Paramount. Like, I was not the best little kid with my teeth, so I think that's probably where my problems are coming from. Oh, Pet Lover. I love the art that the artists have made. I follow their Instagrams, and every now and then I'll eye up the like originals, but unless it's like the Goulding Finch, I don't know if I could bring myself to bite that bullet. Hey, Lilo! Welcome! It's a very special, chill first stream.
We're chilling.
Yeah, see when it says first time chat, that means it's the first time they've been here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Or at least the first time they've spoken. I don't mean to judge anybody's lurker status.
Gotta lurk. So what we're doing now is so we've titled this guy Popcorn Munch Munch. And so the thing that I always try to do when I edit the photos is what I want to do is I don't want to over edit, right? So the best slide, if you're ever editing a photo, the best slider that you can pull is this vibrance slider, because you can just make it look poppy and really wonderful. But I don't want to overdo it, right? Because what I want to do is I want to make the bird pop, but I don't want to make it look unnatural. I don't want to make it look like it wasn't what we saw, right? So, for instance, this day, we took this same picture a few minutes later. And you can see it's kind of an overcast day.
Yeah, it was pretty dark.
And when you shoot in RAW, and we can explain that later, but you have so much ability to play with the colors.
Yeah.
And so then you have this tendency to want to make it bright and beautiful and vibrant.
I may oversaturate my life with color, but I love color.
And so it's a fun thing to try to find that balance between the two. So for this robin, really what I wanted to emphasize was how the color, and he's a little noisy, but he looks really wonderful, and I love the fact that the color of his breast is similar to the color of the berries in the back.
And a little bit to the bark in front of them too. So sometimes you don't want like a branch in front of your birds, but we actually find that it can really bring them out. Oh, Isle, you're not seeing the photo? All right, let's check.
Is this not showing?
Let's double check. That's the camera hub.
Oh my gosh, it's not showing. Why is it not showing?
Oh no!
Huh.
Okay.
That's really odd.
All right, thank you for saying something.
Yes, thank you. Boy, I bet this was not making a lot of sense to anybody.
I thought the robin was showing up. There it goes. I don't think I think it was
Does
just
it not
being
like-
fussy. It's Lightroom.
Yeah.
Lightroom.
It's Adobe.
It's Adobe nonsense.
I'll put this as a small little thing just to make sure.
It's always good to be able to see like the webcam and stuff too, just so you can double check. And then you can like shrink the chat to go.
No, it's all good. I just need to, because then we can look in the middle and
that's a
see
good
that.
point. That's a good point. Okay, thank you very much for saying that, you guys. I'm sorry that it was a little silly. Hey, Leaf Song, it's good to see you again. And Maru Mellow, that is so funny. I'm glad you were able to verify your Twitch so that you could jump into chat. I knew there were lurkers popping out.
Gotta have lurkers.
Oh, I hope you guys are getting better. Yeah, being sick sucks. Oh, Jack, the amount of new and alien birds you've seen in Japan so far? Oh, come on. Like, you live in Australia. Like, there's complete envy on both sides here, I think, of us. Is Lightroom being fussy?
It's fine with the, let's see. Okay, it doesn't like when I use the shortcuts. Okay.
And I think, does it react okay on zooming in?
I think it's just when sometimes it doesn't pick up when I do that, but if I double click on it to go into detail.
Okay.
Well, oh wait, does it not like develop mode? I wonder why. Oh, well, that's really odd. All right, technical, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix it.
This is our first Birbology class, and I saw someone ask if this is going to be a regular thing. Probably.
Yeah.
Because we take like, how many pictures of birds have we been taking a week?
A lot. A lot.
For real, let's see. Because we usually max out at least one memory card, which is like 4,400 pictures. And then we go out almost every day. Can you do that math? Is that like 21,000
Per day?
photos a week?
So if we have 4,000 that we take a day.
Yes.
And
Which is a low number.
Well, I'd say on average we probably end up taking about 3.
Okay.
Because some days, like yesterday, we didn't take all that many. And then some days we took a lot more.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we can do is say 3 on average, and so
Okay.
that'd be 21,000 a week.
So we do 21,000 photos a week right now because we love going outside together, and we both have flexibility with our work because we work from home. So soon I want to work from the park. I really want to see if I can record like Sims or Planet Zoo while we're at the park on my laptop. And then also we had somebody saw Mimi.
Oh, welcome. Oh,
Oh, Idle Whimsy! Oh, thank you for your second month! Oh, I'm so glad you find this interesting. And as this is the very first time, and my beloved husband hit the go button just right away.
You gotta have the go button.
It's a little bit more bare bones, but in the future we can have like the usual thing where we pull up a window to like look at the birds from people who subbed. Oh. Sunshine, thank you very much, and Sunflower, thank you very much for gifting subs. Let me dig out the burbs. And then we've got Idle Whimsy. You are the ring-billed gull this month. And the ring-billed gull we actually saw recently.
I might have biffed it. Hang on one second.
Oh, you're good.
Yes, we did.
And then, let's see, where is it? And then Sunflower, thank you for being a griffin vulture. A griffin vulture who actually gave Wing Silver, like, you guys are hanging out in the nest together. That's really cool. What the heck? And Sunshine, you are a Brolga, which is like a beautiful, beautiful crane. And you, an available username, and Zero Spruce are a Broga. I've actually never seen this crane before. It looks kind of like a sandhill crane or a red-crowned crane. Oh, it's Australian. See, Jack, you should know about this maybe, perhaps.
How are we sure that's not just a red-crowned crane?
Well,
it kind of looks like it kind of looks just like it, doesn't it?
What came first?
Oh, there you go. There's a chicken and an egg.
Look at it. Hey, Shy Dragon. Thank you. Oh, Sunshine, I'm glad you like the vultures. You know, Maru that is so fun that you say that, because cardinals, people just kind of ignore them around here because they're like, oh, cardinal's a common bird, whatever.
I love cardinals.
But we really love cardinals, and every single time I've had friends in in England actually look at like cardinal pictures, they're like, that's the most beautiful bird ever.
They are beautiful, beautiful birds.
We're doing technical checks to see if we can get Lightroom to behave.
You can hear my very noisy keyboard.
Alternatively, what we could set up in the future would just be like a desktop.
A desktop?
Like capture.
Well, so I would like to do that, but I don't...
with all of the other bits and bobs going on.
Well, if you can get the chat over there, that would work great.
Oh.
Can you pull up chat on a different thing? Does that work?
Yeah, if I log in.
Okay.
We're doing this live as like a DIY experiment.
So it's not a DIY experiment. My philosophy in life that I'm trying to embrace. For most of my life I've very much been a what do they say? They say measure twice, cut once. Mm-hmm. But essentially for my whole life I was measure infinitely, don't do it. And so I was like, we had been fiddling with the stream honestly for like an hour and a half. And I was just like, whatever, push the button.
Push the button.
And we'll figure out what we need to do while we go. So,
yeah.
Embrace the chaos.
Yeah, embrace the chaos. That's I mean, anybody who has been part of our Pixelbiology adventures for any amount of time knows that that's what happens. Alright, I'll see if I can log in over here. And soon we should have my new laptop for like recording in the field, and hopefully even for those of you guys who didn't hear earlier, even like doing live streams while we're out at the park is a big desire of ours. Alright, let me see.
Okay, I know this looks crazy right now. I know this looks nuts.
Man, Macs are so weird.
I'm so sorry.
Chips has a Mac for his laptop.
I know.
You can hear my thoughts on that in my voice.
Hang on. I'm gonna mute that.
Why is this little touch?
Sorry.
What is this touchpad?
There you go. Sorry.
Yeah, but okay, there. You don't need to be sorry. No, stop. Oh my gosh.
Let's try this. Okay, so then, how's this look?
Oh my goodness.
How's this look? This should look a lot better.
Why did it pull up the dictionary? I was trying to copy my password. What is a Mac? Okay. Sorry, darling.
You're all good.
But of all of the things that I've done, I was just trying to copy paste one line, and somehow I pulled up a dictionary. There we go. It's behind your laptop.
Okay.
I'm excited. We're gonna figure it out, and then we can show people all of our cool pictures.
We have figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're all good. Let's see.
We are all good.
Oh, I hear Butterbutt.
Butterbutt? Mm-hmm. So this is our deck behind us, and Chips actually made the most amazing suet ever for our birds. We joke that it's probably like the fanciest suet around because it's made out of like really, really good stuff, like the really good cornmeal and coconut oil and like really nice quality seeds, because we love attracting the birds to our deck. It's kind of like our hobby, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And so Chips made a bunch of it, and we hung it up in suet feeders and put some in little containers on the ground, and a yellow-rumped warbler that we have named Butterbutt. And we can show you in a little bit here why its name is Butterbutt. has gone ahead and claimed our deck as its territory now because it just wants to eat that suet nonstop.
Just do this.
Was it not letting you log in?
It won't send the thing to your phone.
Have I done like too many?
Mm-hmm. Here, we can look at it like this. How's that work?
All right, thank you, darling.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, what I with this guy, so hopefully here, I hope this shows the before and after.
Whoa!
Yeah. Okay.
What is going on?
Yeah. Don't worry too much.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about that.
So,
that's funny.
So I basically just want to see. I know. It's crazy.
This
I
is
basically.
really cool.
Okay, so it does work. Okay, cool. So basically, what I want to see with this photo is the plants.
Well, this is our living room. And yes, there's a lot of plants in here. They may more or less be my influence, but you also love plants.
It's a wonderful influence.
Yes, it's a good influence. These are our little money trees. They've grown up. You're doing good.
As you can tell, we're a perfect fit for each other.
Yeah.
Because without her, I wouldn't have a lot of light in my life. But in general, I'm sort of a minimalist, and the plants and all of the joyful, exciting energy that she brings is a really perfect balance for me. So it's really wonderful.
I'm so glad.
So we're going to call this guy done for now. And
Okay.
so we're going to put him in there.
Oh, hey, Laura, good to see you.
So we put
Harry,
him
thank you.
here. So now we're going to look at this hairy woodpecker. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's look at this hairy woodpecker. So the first thing I do when I'm thinking about these photos is, and the number one thing you want to do when you're looking at your photos, and this is true not just for wildlife photography. This is true for every kind of photography. Is you want your picture to have some sort of emotion. You want it to tell a story.
Yeah.
You don't want, just here is a bird or here is a person. You want to have something that can draw the viewer. And so whenever I first start looking at a picture like this that we've taken, it's like what I'm trying to capture, and the thing I always try to remind myself, is what I'm trying to capture is not what your eyes saw, but what you felt when you saw it.
Yeah.
And so then what can I do in the editing process to
bring
really
that part
draw that out?
Yeah.
So what I really like about this photo, so my thought process is we have this, did we get it working?
Yeah, it seems like everything's... Oh, thank you, Ziva. Thank you. I took that one of the hairy woodpecker right here. And it's really interesting. And what we can do in the future is set it up so like a Firefox window can pop up, because then we can show the difference between a hairy woodpecker and a downy woodpecker.
Sure, we
like,
can do
on
that right
screen.
now.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Oh, that's right, because we're doing desktop streaming now. Yes.
Yeah.
So hairy woodpeckers and downy woodpeckers are ridiculously hard to tell apart at first. But
This is
is that a good one?
Let's see if that's this is actually...
They basically look almost identical, except one is a different size and has a longer bill. So
the easiest way to tell, the two giveaways other than the size,
yeah.
is the length of the tail. So the tail is short and stubby for the cute little downy.
Yeah.
And then the hairy woodpecker has a longer, like, sweeping tail. But then the biggest giveaway is the beak.
Yep.
Because the downy woodpecker's beak is very small and
Very
petite and
Very
cute.
smooth.
Whereas the hairy woodpecker's, his beak, if you look at the distance of the beak is about as long as his skull is. And so it's about the same size. But if you
that's a good rule of thumb.
but if you compare the skull with the beak on the downy, it's significantly smaller. So then when we look at this guy to get the ID on it, we
that's
see...
so obvious now that you said that.
So we can see the two things we were looking for, right? We were looking for the long sweeping tail, and we were looking for a beak that's pretty substantial.
Yeah.
And so then we find both of those things here in this pretty little woodpecker.
I think that the downy and the hairies are probably the hardest to tell apart out of the ones we have. Especially because often when you see the woodpeckers, they're way high up. And so many times when we're taking pictures, we don't really know like exactly what bird we got, especially with these woodpeckers, until we get home and we get to look at them.
Right, exactly right. I'm gonna try one more time to get the.
And we do have binoculars pair, which is really fun because one of us will use the camera and the other one will use the binoculars, so that we have a spotter and then somebody who can focus on taking pictures of whatever cool thing is showing up.
Right.
Hey, fun time! My day has been amazing. My beloved is hanging out with us.
That's right.
Fantastic. And yeah, I'm excited to do more Birbology streams.
Yeah, these are a lot of fun.
Especially if they're outside. We could just point it at actual birds.
Yeah, so theoretically we would also have a little stream of, I've got the camera set up on the squirrel highway right now, but it doesn't want to play nice. So we'll have to troubleshoot that.
We'll have basically like another webcam setup thing where we'll act while we're doing this with you guys here in our living room. We'll have another camera that you guys can see that will actually be focused outside or on our deck, so you can see birds live as they land on our tree or on our deck. I can hear Butterbutt on our deck.
So what I'm thinking about now with this photo is, what kind of story do I want to? What's up?
Oh, it just Luna was like, finally get to geek out over birds with you and chips.
Right? Well, it's if you've never gone bird watching, it can be really intimidating. But the reason that I really like it, and the reason I've really gotten into it, is what I've essentially replaced in my life is the sort of like scrolling that you do.
Yeah, on like Reddit.
On like Reddit or Instagram or whatever it is. Because if you think about what are you doing when you're doing it, right?
Dopamine hits.
You just want that thing that's really exciting. But when you're going out and birding, most of the time you don't find anything at all. But then you do find something. It's essentially like real life gotcha.
I was gonna say it's like real life Pokemon except with wings, I guess, and occasionally a squivet, which are the squirrels. And also, let's see. Maru asked, is the red spot sexually dimorphic on the hairy and downy woodpeckers? And the answer is yes.
They are indeed. Yeah.
That is fascinating because on the hairy and downy, if you see a red spot on the back, it is a boy. However, with the pileated woodpecker, both the male and the female have a huge, beautiful red crest. And the male can be differentiated because he'll have a red mustache as well. It's very small and kind of runs along both sides of his beak. The pileated woodpecker is the largest woodpecker species we now have in North America, and it basically stretches from like my fingers right here to my elbow. It is big, it is beautiful, it is one of my absolute favorite birds, and they just destroy trees.
They rip them up.
They rip them up. Oh, that's true, Angus. We do have a lot more species of bird than Pokemon in the world.
That's true.
And yeah, like as we're constantly teasing our Australian friends, one day we will be able to go to Australia. Maybe we'll end up doing like live streams in Australia. Like, look at this bird.
I'd be freaking out about kangaroos.
It would be. Are you sure? I don't know. If I saw a cassowary.
But was your first thought seeing a cassowary? See, okay, I've told my goose thought. My goose thought. What do you see?
Oh, the squirrel babies are grooming each other down there. We'll get that camera working.
Yeah.
We'll get the camera working.
If you want to drive, I can try to fix it, because I kind of do want to get this way.
Let's give it like
I'll give it another try.
Yeah, just one more try, and then I'm gonna get some like water and stuff. But you go for this.
Yeah.
Then okay, there we go. So speaking of those woodpeckers, though, let me see. Like, they make holes as well. Like, that's what woodpeckers do. They make holes in trees, as you guys know, when they make their nest. And one of the things I didn't realize is how essential those holes are for all of the other species. Because almost every species of woodpecker will make a new nest hole from year to year. They don't reuse the same nest spots. However, a lot of other animals will use those old nests. Like nuthatches, chickadees. If the nest hole is big enough, like in the case of the pileated woodpecker, who makes a huge hole, it's like this big, then you'll even have small owls or other species. Not a raccoon. Raccoons would need like a big tree hole to be able to climb in. But it's so substantial and so important. We actually learned the other day that the northern flicker, is the flicker a type of woodpecker?
It is indeed.
The northern flicker is a very unique looking type of woodpecker. You wouldn't think it was a woodpecker at first glance. And it turns out that they make the same new nest cavities every
Did we lose it?
Wait, no, I think it just paused.
Did we pause?
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I think. Yeah, we're good. Okay, sorry. The screen paused over there, and I was like, oh no, we lost chat. But northern flickers will make the new nest hole every single year, and the bufflehead duck, which is our smallest North American species of diving duck, and it's freaking beautiful because the males have like rainbow iridescence on their head, like they just rolled around in the glimmer of butterflies. And they have a white body. They're so pretty. They're fairly small too. Like you look at them and you think that's a small duck. But the buffleheads don't make their own nests. They nest in tree cavities, and they only nest more or less like 99% of the time in northern flicker woodpecker like holes. And so the survival of the bufflehead duck is intimately entwined with the population levels of the northern flicker. Where you don't have northern flickers able to stay in old growth forest anymore, you lose your bufflehead ducks and the populations start crashing because they won't make their own nest. They won't really use other size nest holes. They like only very rarely will use like a nest box that you could build. So you need your northern flickers and they need old growth trees. So you get your buffleheads who are beautiful.
Right. They're really wonderful.
Yeah.
Here, you should get some water.
Oh, Maru looked up the duckies and said they're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Do we have the picture? Well, is that...
You can close that for now. Yeah, I know. She's being fussy.
Callie, you were working earlier. Do we have one of the pictures of the buffleheads?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the screen. Dun, 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 dun.
It could be go to library and then go to WowPix Tier 1. It should be in here.
Like towards the end?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's see. These are like top pictures.
These are one that still need to be sorted as well.
Is that my bufflehead? Oh, my bufflehead. So.
Oh, actually go into full JPEGs here.
Because you did.
Because I've done this scroll all the way to the.
Butterbutt.
Yeah, I know it's Butterbutt.
That's Butterbutt, the yellow-rumped warbler who is so possessive of our duck now, and she's yelling at all the other birds all the time to get away from her suet. She's very small, so almost none of them listen to her. And then where's my bufflehead?
Very end.
Very end. This is one of the pictures I'm most proud of ever having taken. This is what a bufflehead male looks like. And I just cannot get over this rainbow iridescence of the purples, the blues, the greens that right at the beak, and his blue beak. They're so pretty, and I had never seen one before.
I know.
And we just walked around a random lake in a neighborhood just to see if we saw anything. And they're so small. We didn't think that they were really like buffleheads or ducks, and we didn't really know what we were looking at till we zoomed in on the picture. And then I freaked out, and I was like army crawling through the mud, getting my nice jacket just covered in mud, trying to get these pictures. And what's really fun about the bufflehead is that you don't get that iridescence without the sunlight hitting it just right.
That's right.
And so you have to wait to take a picture like this until they turn to the sun just at the right angle, because otherwise it looks like they just have black on their head.
That's right.
Yeah.
Other than they're similar to mallards in that sense.
That's true.
Because mallards look
really
green,
mallards.
but then from a different side they look.
I legitimately thought mallards
purple.
were just straight up green on top until the picture you took yesterday. Like.
So.
Oh, and thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm really happy about that. Oh, Ziva! I'm gonna try to find some way to look up the Discord as well, and then I will take a picture or take a little look.
I'll take a look at the Discord.
Hi. Dun-dun.
Yeah, we can pull Discord up here.
Yeah, and then down, and I think Ziva said in the live stream channel.
Is there a live stream channel update?
Yeah, right there under special events.
There you go.
Yay! Okay, let me catch up. But Ziva says they have a fun little wild bunny.
Is it gonna work?
I'm so glad.
Is it gonna work?
Is she behaving? It was literally working later.
We'll fix this later.
We'll do that next time. But that's Callie. Did you show her? Yeah. This is Kaleidoscope. She's the camera we've been using. We have a rule where you have to have her little harness on if you're gonna hold her, because otherwise I think we'd have heart attacks. And so she's got a great shoulder strap harness that I put on backwards. That's fine. And she just sits at your hip while we walk around, so we don't have to physically carry the camera. It's set up for you right now, darling, so it's like down by my foot. There we go. But this is Callie, and so what we hope to do is be able to set her up so we have a second window. You guys can live watch while we do these just chill chats. The actual animals outside. Like live. Alright, Callie, you sit here.
If you need to go get some food and stuff,
Mm-mm.
you good?
Mm-hmm. I just need water.
Come.
And thank you very much, you guys. Yeah, I'm really touched. I never did anything to celebrate 10,000 videos on the YouTube channel.
And I thought that was unacceptable.
In 10 years of doing it, I just remember, I vividly, sadly remember just looking at it and being like, huh, okay, well, I still have to get to work. And just jumping into the next one. You all take this as a life lesson, earned hard from me. Celebrate your accomplishments.
It's important.
Like, you know when it's a real accomplishment and not like you're just kind of like over sugar treating yourself, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when you know it's a real accomplishment in your heart, celebrate it.
It's important.
It's very important, and you did that.
I
You
did?
did that with Callie.
Yeah, because you can downplay your achievements, and it can make you feel like, oh man. It can make it's easy to stay on the hamster wheel. But you don't want to do that as much as you can.
Also, Desiree is here. And
hi.
She says it's nice to officially meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Desiree is really cool. She's been like a community member since day one, like really early subs. Desiree, I think you can compete with like a couple people for like some of the very first subs, and she runs a plant shop in Canada.
Fantastic. The only thing I imagine growing in Canada is snow.
I think like the succulent
I'm
and like
just kidding.
the
I know,
indoor
I know.
plant population is pretty
There's a
high.
lot of nice outdoor stuff too in Canada.
That's true. I wonder like what kind of birds would you think it'd be fun to see in Canada?
I don't know. Geese, honestly. I really like Canadian geese. Outside of maple syrup, Canada's best export.
You do love them. I don't think you can take them in a fight.
We've had this
we won't-
conversation.
we
We've
won't
had
down
this
on her.
conversation. So right now, what I want to be doing with this guy. So I was playing around with the crop, and so what I noticed is when he was in vertical, right? Because you think, oh, woodpecker, you want a vertical crop. You want to be able to be like, oh yeah, I want to have a vertical. But because he's looking to the right,
Yeah.
what I was thinking is that actually it looks better if he's sort of horizontal, because it gives this space
Yeah.
right over here, and then the nice tree right here gives us a little view into the space that he's looking
It
into.
creates that emotion we were talking about earlier, where our goal isn't to take like the perfect ID picture of birds. Our goal is to have fun, that's the most vital important goal, to fall more in love with the natural world, which actually having this camera has helped. I thought we already loved nature as much as possible, but being able to really hone in and see details we never dreamed of, like with the camera, with Callie, has, wow, black and white, huh?
Black and whites are tough. They're tough for photos, but I think,
A woodpecker is kind of naturally suited in a way sometimes.
yeah.
It needs to be the right setting.
See, it's interesting because this is a good example of the vibrance, right? Because it actually looks really nice when you crank the vibrance up to like 40s. What?
I'm just happy.
I'm happy too.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
fun. We've been having a lot of fun playing with the different colors, and Chips is very good at that. And then, Desiree says they have lots of blue jays in Canada, chickadees, mourning
love
doves,
blue jays.
pigeons. Also, hey Lilo, greetings from Germany, says Lilo. And then, yeah, Luna's talking about the rule of thirds is better with horizontal. Yeah, we have some
Yeah.
actual photography terminology going on.
Yeah, and that's why I thought I'm no expert in all of this. Yeah, but the rule of thirds is better in horizontal.
I'm gonna get more.
You get
Because
you're all
Ziva
good.
redeemed tea time. So I'm gonna trot over there, and there's where chat is. I'll be right back.
You're all good. Yeah, I'll put the chat right over here. All right, guys, I'm driving. Let's see. She's in the passenger seat right now, getting some food. So yes, you're correct. Yeah, rule of thirds works a lot better in horizontal. And if you guys don't know, rule of thirds is just when you look here, you want sometimes you want to break the rule, but the rule says what you want is you want the most important thing in your picture to be at one of the vertices of lines that cut through and make 9 equal squares or rectangles in your picture. So right here, you can see there's these 4 vertices. And so then I've just placed the woodpecker, his eye, right in that vertice. And you could play with that around. It creates this nice thing because you move it off center. And sometimes, I like to playfully disrupt it sometimes too, which can be a lot of fun. But sort of knowing where it goes. Oh yeah, Luna, yeah. I'm totally new to all this, right? So I'm just, I'm just finding the stuff that I read on the internet. So I'm sure there's tons of people that know a lot more about this than I do. I'm just sort of dragging sliders around.
We're here to have a good time.
We're having a good time. So what I want to do is I really want to emphasize, I want to make sure that in this photo, because the thing that really struck me about this woodpecker when we were looking at him was he was so, or she rather, because there's no red crest. She was so intent because she was in the middle of like a fighting mode. But here, she's not in a fighting zone. She's just sort of like sitting, but she's so intense. I don't see if it's too vibrant like this. If it's super duper vibrant. My thought is, well, it does kind of look good too. But it was kind of a dreary day. So the feeling that I had when I took the shot was sort of this, how do I describe it? Like a, sort of like determination in sort of like a difficult climate. So I don't want the saturation to be super duper high. I want to really try to emphasize her and the black and the white here. And I like these angles on the trees. These are really fun. Cut pictures down after. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's interesting because when you're thinking about the cameras, I have to really remind myself because you can really quickly get camera envy. And you think, oh, I need all this other gear to do it. But I just try to remind myself, it's like while you're in the field, think about what you want the picture to do. What does it want to do? And if you have a low-res camera and you can't crop in, then what I like to do is when, essentially birds really far away, try to get some nice, like, part of the environment too, right? So it's not just, it doesn't, even though I'm not right up with the bird, you can sometimes get some really wonderful shots where most of the picture is actually just the landscape, which is the fun part of being out in nature anyways, right? So that's what I like to do. So I'm playing with the lights and the highlights here.
It's also being able to see the wildlife.
I don't know if you heard what Seri said, but she said the fun part is being able to see the wildlife, which I completely agree with.
I'm just getting a Seri snack, and then I'll look up cool facts about the birds.
Yeah, she's getting a Seri snack, and she said she'll be right back, which is fantastic. Yeah, so sometimes what'll happen is I'll get a photo like this, and I'm not quite sure. Let's see. I would love to go walking through. Well, I hope that you can have the feeling, because we're going to try to do stuff that's on site, because we're going to get a laptop for Seri.
I'm going to name it Isabel.
Yeah.
It's pink.
So you guys should come with us, because we're going to set up. What I'd like to do is there's a duck. There's not.
Is there?
There are ducks at the lake. There's a lake spot.
There's a duck. We're on the 3rd story. Oh my gosh.
There's a spot at the lake. There's a spot at the lake that has lots of ducks and geese. It's one of my favorite spots.
I love it.
I love waterfowl.
You proposed to me like right down the trail from it.
That's very true.
We call it Engagement Lake.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you didn't interrupt. But yeah, so we hoping to bring you guys out there, and then we can just kind of like hang out, do stuff like this.
Then we'll take you to Australia one day.
And then Seri said we'll take you to Australia, which would be great. I hope I get to come.
It's too much gear for me to handle on my own.
Let's see about an optical zoom. Yeah, Mauro, that's totally true. The not getting distracted by notifications on your phone. I have to like shut my phone down. I have it like Fort Knox so that stuff can't come in and like overwhelm you with stuff. Otherwise, I'm just, it's a done deal. I can't focus. So this photo, I'm gonna leave it for now because sometimes I just hit this impasse where I'm like, I'm not quite sure what to do. So then what I'll do is I'll sort of leave him and I'll say, we'll call this stare. Okay, so we'll call it that, and we'll leave that there for now. So this is another one that Seri took that I really, really like. So it was that, let's see, this is a downy woodpecker. Yes, I think this is a downy. I believe this is a downy woodpecker. Yes, this is a downy woodpecker, because we know because of the size of the face. This is a downy woodpecker, and he was poking at this tree, same spot as that last one, but this white-breasted nuthatch was not happy about this. He kept coming in and checking out. He's like, what's going on over here? So this was really cute. So Seri took this one. And so with this one, I really want to emphasize that relationship between the two of them. So first thing I'm going to try is see what a tight crop looks like. That might be a little too tight, but we're going to see what that looks like. So my impression is that's nice. Why am I thinking of the Panther song? Laptop hidden in nature, exactly. What do you guys think? Is this too tight? I feel like this is a little too tight. I feel like it needs to be, because they're small birds, and then snorkeling with the university at the Red Sea. Oh, now snorkeling. Oh man. See, I am a water guy. I love being in the water. I love snorkeling. I love just being in the water, taking photos in the water. We had a GoPro when we were in Hawaii. I was just chasing fish around. So any place I can go to just like be in the water, that's me. That's it. The downy looks like he's contemplating his life decisions. You're totally correct. He does. He's like, and yeah, I agree, Ziva. It is a little too tight. I like this. This is a little nicer. You know, the background has. I always try to remind myself of the background. But then it's interesting with trees like this, right? So I love these big trees, but then you don't have as much of a sense of scale unless you can see both sides of the tree. But then in this particular case, I think that having the other side of the tree would be distracting. It would pull your eye away from the story that we want to tell with this image, which is the curious nuthatch who's like, hey now, what's going on here? You know, what are you doing here, buddy? What's actually going on here? Let's see. T-minus 15 minutes for, let's see. Oh yeah, jack-o'-lantern, water lovers? Yeah, totally so.
That's Jack. She lives in a beautiful island.
The trees are great at framing. T-minus 15 minutes till the interview. Leaving in 10 minutes for final preparation. Depending on how long it lasts, I might be able to stop back.
Good luck, Annie.
Yeah, good luck, Annie. I hope it goes well. Yeah, so I like this. This framing I think looks nice, and we can always change it if we need to. So then, the next thing I want to think about is the yeah. Good luck, Annie. So what I want to think about is I don't want to over edit photos because it's so fun to just play with sliders and then you get something that looks like this, right? I don't want to do that. So what I want to do is I want to try and capture. I want to preserve what I saw. So maybe raise the color temperature a little bit. So then I want to make sure, so I can see, am I overexposed? I think I might be overexposed in the highlights. So then come here, I'm going to bring the highlights, I want to have some highlights. Really what I want to do though is I want to increase, interesting. This is a tricky shot because there's a lot of white in the background, but I really want to emphasize the white in both of the downy woodpeckers, the downy woodpecker and the nuthatch. So let me think, how would I want to do that? So pull, just want to be able to see. Yeah, Cookie Brook, I'm the same way. That's a Laurie. Yeah, that's a Laurie. I'm the same way. I love to overdo my color. So like my inclination, if I wasn't on camera, what I would probably do is I would just pull this vibrant slider like all the way over, and then I'd be like, give me some saturation. Maybe not that much. I'd be like, oh yeah, look at that. That's wonderful. The weird thing is I water apocalyptic burst out when it was when it was orange. It really did feel apocalyptic. It was like whoa. The weird thing is the fire sign connected to water. Oh hi Blaze Quicks. Yeah, so I'm always having to like rein in that part of me that wants to make it like, oh yeah, now we're doing big time color when that wasn't what I saw in real life. Because with the great editing tools. You can just make it look like anything you want to. So what instead I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to darken some parts of it and then bring, let's see if I can do that, and then maybe, so I want to play with it to the point where, so what I'm really thinking, when I think about these photos, because when you're in the field and you're looking at the birds, it's so much fun, it's so exciting, because you're like, this is the greatest thing ever when you see this bird and this interaction, like, oh my gosh. So what I'm trying to do when I'm thinking about is, where's your eye going to be drawn? And this is great to have you guys here, because then you can let me know where your eye is drawn in these photos, because what I want to happen is I want your eye to first hit the nuthatch's eye up top, and then I want your eye to think, oh, what's going on, and then I want you to like pull it down through the picture towards the little downy woodpecker. And so that's what I want to try to capture with my edits. I want to make sure that what's actually going on with your eye is that it's pulling through. And so then it needs to be, so then to do that, let's see, good luck, Annie. Yeah, I think the blue needs to be a little less. I agree with you. So let's pull the saturation on the blue. Let's see. And so the other, let's see. The other thing we also have a lot of like denoising programs. They're wonderful, but there's just this temptation to, again, crank the sliders all the way up. But when you do that, it's really easy to all of a sudden have an image that looks super over-processed. So I try to find that nice balance between there. So the blues were a little high. The greens look nice here. So then let me see. So let me see if I can do so what I want to do now is maybe say, okay, let's take a look at this sky, and maybe I can lower the exposure on this.